Hi, it's Mandakini here, and today I'd like to share with you 3 strategies to reduce or eliminate food cravings. Now, in our journey, whether you're trying to slim down or whether you just want a healthier body, healthier life, better energy, we all know that there's foods that are better for our health and not so good for our health. And one prevailing idea out there in the marketplace is that we need to use willpower. As much as willpower is great, sometimes really it's very difficult, and willpower can only take you that far. So I'd like to share with you 3 ways that will take you beyond willpower, that will make the body want those foods, eliminate and reduce those cravings in a natural way rather than you having to work really hard with your willpower. How does that sound? Okay, so let's get into it. Step number 1 is awareness. And what do I mean by awareness? Awareness is thinking about what you really want. So take a moment, say, I'm going to open the fridge because I want something. I'm going to the cupboard because I want chocolate, or we want something sweet, or maybe we want some chips because we need a bit of a crunch, whatever it is. So just in that moment, as the thought comes, I want that food, I want that snack, I want that something, just take a moment, when it's foods that you know are not great for you, right? Take a moment and ask, what is it that I really want? Just what is it that I really want? Because maybe you're gonna ask for, your body is gonna ask for sugar, or lots of eating when you're really tired. Or maybe all you need is to move around, so go and get a bit of fresh air, 5-10 minute walk, and you're not going to have that craving anymore because your body just hasn't moved enough to absorb the foods that you had in the previous meal. Okay, so that's number 1. Just awareness, no judgment, just awareness. What do I really want? Maybe we want a hug. I know it's a bit woo-woo, but that self-nourishment, maybe we just want human contact. So step number 1 is awareness, and ask, what do you really want? Step number 2 is asking yourself, is there a healthier option that can curb that desire, that craving? What do I mean by that? Let me give you an example. Say we're craving chocolate. I know we don't always, but a lot of us do, right? So let's say we're craving something sweet, chocolate, lollies, whatever it is for you, doesn't matter. Maybe a milkshake that is really sweet, some sweetness. So you have the option of thinking about what can you have instead that is sweet, but is not sugar laden. For example, I know it's not chocolate, but you'll see it can still work. So for example, baked pumpkin, baked onion, baked sweet potato, maybe some whole grains cooked, and you just chew them really well, because all of those items, all these foods that I mentioned, they are the original source of sugar before your body broke it down. Sure, sugar, chocolate are very attractive because they are the end process of the digestion. That helps the body just do the whole shortcut and get the glucose straight into our bloodstream, straight into our brain, and function. But if you have that deal with yourself, so you just have a self-talk, right? Can I have a healthier version? See if you can have the healthier version first. Just make a bit of a deal, and they see if you still want the chocolate after, if you still want the food that you were craving, have it, no problem. But you will find that you'll either not want it at all because the actual real craving got satisfied, you got the real good carbs, the real good sugar, or you're gonna want much less, because once you're full, you just had a whole bowl of brown rice and veggies and beans and whatever, and then maybe you just end up with a cube of chocolate instead of a whole packet or half a packet. So it's a win-win whatever you do. And the third strategy that will really deal with the source of the issue, that will deal with the stuff from the bottom up, is getting control of our gut function, our healthy gut. Because in our gut, we have a combination of good bacteria and bad bacteria. and they're in charge of what we are going to eat, whatever it is we want. They're the ones that are demanding. You think that you're in charge? I'm sorry, no, it's your gut bacteria, and we have different gut bacteria asking for different foods. So if we on a regular basis feed certain bacteria, and most of us have we eat the same food pretty much every day, right? We drink the same thing. So if we nourish the bacteria that is a bad bacteria and big, it will just grow and it will keep demanding. Even if you've been really good on your diet, and then you suddenly introduce a food that you know is not great. You've been off chocolate for a while, and then suddenly you start getting into chocolate. 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, you're going to have to work very hard to get it out, because now the bacteria that is asking for those foods is growing, is there to stay, and they're not going to die without a fight. So the strategy is to nourish the good bacteria that is going to give you the good food cravings for good healthy foods, and less of the bad foods. And of course, if you have been to any of our programs, or if you need some assistance in our wellness reset, that's exactly what we do. We nourish the good bacteria until we just take away the cravings. The cravings just fall away. They just drop. Once the good bacteria is there, you don't have to use willpower anymore, because the good bugs are there and the bad bugs have been pushed aside. So I hope you got something out of this talk. If you want to learn more about our wellness programs, please reach out. We'd love to have a chat. Bye for now.